Okay, class, welcome back. In our last class, we talked about building that core, right? That base core, how important that is in terms of getting you to a point where you can comfortably and sustainably do ultramarathons. But today we're going to talk about strength and cross training because honestly, running every day, if you run every day for too long, you will suffer from over what they call overuse injuries. And so therefore, cross training is a way to help your body. I say that it really helps your body use other muscles and specifically those other muscles that are in service to your running. And like for instance, working your core is like if you can really get a strong core, it will help you run. It won't only help you run, but it also will help you run in a way that's efficient. Your stride, it'll find your stride and it'll keep you in that stride so you comfortably run. You're not, you don't have to worry about any overuse injuries because you're doing what is naturally and right for your body to run. And so I say that this is cross and strength training for everybody because those of us in bigger bodies, I believe cross and strength training will be a game changer in terms of you really being able to do ultramarathons and sustainably doing ultramarathons. So, and in fact, days that you would normally run, you could do cross or strength training and it will add value. It will improve your running. You will come back and do your running. You're like all of a sudden you're running like so much more efficiently. It's so much easier. It's so much like you're like, oh, I'm a beast. Okay, so and and I always say just ask your girl, Myrna Valerio, who's also called the Myrnavator. She's been crushing it, right? Crushing ultra marathons and the stereotypes since as early as 2011. Okay, y'all, let's jump right in. The importance of strength training. First of all, we're going to talk about core strength. Woo! Man, a strong core isn't about visible abs, y'all. It's about powering through those long miles. Your body will do all these incredible things. What you got to do is you got to learn to respect the awesomeness of your body, okay? And that's something that we learned from Myrna. So embrace your core, y'all. Whatever size you are, the strong core really will make you different from everybody else. Right. Yes. Your core is essential. And if you build your core, shoot, you'll outperform even some of the skinniest runners out there on the trails. Yes, you will. Why? Because your core will be doing all the work. And that's where you want the work to be done from. Okay? So core is essential for maintaining good form during long runs. It helps you maintain a fluid state. Remember I talked about in my last video about like when you get into that stride, woo, man, you'll find your stride, your gait that works for you, and then you can stay in it, and then you could run. It's almost as if you could run forever. You're like, do I have to stop? Yeah, you'll love it. Also, it helps you keep good posture, and also it helps you run more efficiently. Remember I talked about this in the last video. Look, there will come a point in time, sometimes in the beginning when you're running, it's like you're out of air, your lungs feel like shit, your legs feel like shit, your back, your ankle, like you just feel like you feel like you're moving your body and it's like a big boulder and you're like and it feels awkward and horrible. There will come a point in time when, because you're going at a certain stride, you're at a certain gait, you feel a certain way, that your body will shift to make things more efficient. And when you learn what that is for yourself, you'll always strive to get back there because you'll know, like, when I'm not doing this, running kind of just doesn't feel as easy, So core really is about developing and identifying the way you will run that will allow you to be efficient, and that efficiency will make running much more easier and you could do it for longer. Okay. Let's talk about leg strength. Because you're running on your legs, y'all, I guess maybe might. I mean, I'm just saying, like, is it a no-brainer? You gotta deal with your legs, right? Strong legs are your ticket to ultra running glory. Uh, my barrel-like thighs, honey, have carried me through multiple ultra marathons. So some things I want you to focus on, and don't hate. You're gonna hate them, but love them. Have a love-hate relationship with them, and be all right with it. Hang on, sir. So let's start with squats. They get on my nerves. I'm not gonna even lie. But the reason why we want to do squats is because ultra runners need buns of steel, right? Our butts need, those muscles back there need to be strong. We don't necessarily have to have no six-pack, but we do want those muscles to be strong. And so, because the stronger they are, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, as God is my witness, the easier your running is going to be. Another thing I like to do is single-legged exercises, because I think a lot of times, sometimes there's one side that's stronger than the other, but by doing these single-legged exercises, you avoid what we call the dreaded ultramarathon wobble, and you don't want that wobble because it will lead to an overuse injury. Also, because you can't control. When you're like on the trail, you can't control which leg is going to land on, rocks and roots and stuff. But you want to make sure that leg has strength and stability to handle it. So it's important to do those single-legged ones because you want both of your legs to be super strong. Okay? And then also stability and balance. There are a lot of different exercises out there where you could do stability and balance. Again, because you just never know. When you're on the trails, you might have to lean on one side more than the other. You might have to because there will come a point in time in a race where you'll feel like you'll maybe feel dizzy, or you'll feel like you just, I don't know, like your stability and your balance is off. But if you worked on that prior to, you'll be able to lean on your own understanding to be able to say, okay, let's focus, and then you'll focus, and then you'll be all right. So I just say it's just one of those things that you work on. Stability isn't just for tightrope walkers. It's crucial for trail running, especially when you're navigating roots and rocks, over the miles, over the trails. Okay. Some of the stability exercises, I forgot to talk about this. Planks. I love doing planks. Whatever ones you want. The high, the low, the side, whatever. Do planks. That builds the core and also builds a kind of stability. Balance exercises, like I use a ball, one of those little gym balls, and I just do different things on that ball. Because trail running is basically about balancing, right? Just staying on balance. It's just, you're going to run on soft terrain, you're going to run on hard terrain, you're going to run on muddy terrain, and all those require a different way to navigate. And so really building up that stability is going to be really super important. Okay, cross training activities. All right, y'all, look, these are my 3 primary cross training. Well, no, these are not, but these are 3 I'm going to mention. One is cycling. I do a lot of cycling. Cycling is a great low impact option. You get to sit on your butt. You don't have to, be on your feet. And the benefits really include building cardiovascular fitness. It's like just building up your lungs and stuff like that. I noticed that when I go for a bike ride, maybe once a week, that somehow it helps my running feel better. I don't know what that is, but also they say it strengthens your quads for powering up hills, and it allows you to sit while you're exercising, which is, of course, for those of us who spend a lot of time on our feet, this could be a win-win. The second thing I love to do, and I think it's pretty important, is swimming. Because also it's the ultimate full body workout, right? In the water, you're practically weightless. And so therefore, you get to do all this work, and it's like your body is supported in doing the work. Also, you can work on breathing. I think people really sleep on how swimming can really contribute to their ultra marathoning. And I'm here to say that definitely doing swimming is important. And also, I just love being in the water. Also, I love that I feel like I don't have to do much work, and I get to do work in the water that doesn't feel like a lot of work, but I know I got some work done. So the second thing I want to say is hiking. Third thing I want to talk about is hiking. Hiking is like ultra running's chill cousin. It helps build leg strength for those endless climbs. It improves your balance on technical terrain, without the pressure of feeling like, oh, I got to keep going fast. And also, I think this is what I love about hiking. It lets you enjoy nature without wondering if you're going to collapse before the next aid station. Because so many times I have been on ultra races and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could just hang out here and enjoy. So hiking really is that time when I get to go back to some of those trails and just enjoy them for what they are, right? So yeah, I think for me, in terms of implementing cross training, I would just say, make that work for you, right? Schedule maybe 2 to 3 times per week. And sometimes, let's say you're, like, for instance, there'll be times when I'm running, right, every day. And every day it just feels like my legs feel like cinder blocks. What I will do is I will say, okay, we're not going to run today. We'll do some cross training and some strength training. I consider that active recovery, right? For some reason, things are not going well. So I do the cross training so that I continue to move, right? I'm continuing to move my body and continue to do something for my body. But I'm allowed to recover from having to be on my feet or, hitting the pavement, running day after day after day. Also, what I love about this cross training is that you can start easy, right? And then just gradually increase your intensity. As we always say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are ultra runners, honey. But more importantly, as I always say, and I will continue to say, is listen to your body, y'all. It really will tell y'all what to do. As my last video, I share a lot about how my body told me when to run, how my body told me when I was in the most efficient and gait and stride. It tells me when to slow down. It tells me we're gonna speed up. It tells me this is how we're gonna get up this mountain. You know what I mean? So your body does have that information for you, but you just got to give it an opportunity to let it tell you. And it takes time to learn how to listen to our bodies because we spend a lifetime not listening to our bodies. Look, y'all, remember, ultra running isn't about a body type, okay? It's about heart. It's about determination. And maybe it's about a little bit of cray-cray, you know what I mean? Insanity. But by incorporating strength training and cross training, you'll be ready to take on any ultra challenge. Trust me, y'all, I'm a living witness, no matter your size, your shape, or your age. So look, y'all, get out there and show the trails what you're made of because they're like, we welcome you, we love you, and we don't care about all that shenanigans that you humans care about as it relates to the body. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's class and join us in the next class. It's been a joy. It's been a pleasure doing these Ultramarathon 101 videos and really talking about different aspects of what it means to be an ultramarathoner. I'll see you next time. Peace and love, fam.